All right, we're at the home of Herbert and Carol Ernst. Had a really good time hanging out with them. Really good people. We're doing some siding work for them. Not a crazy amount of siding. A lot of the work is in fascia and soffit, fascia. But there is some siding, some in decent condition, some not. So we'll start over here on the left side. Basically, these capping above the windows. Everywhere that we have that little apron above the windows, that's all going to be Hardie installed over there. We're overlaying probably 95% of the project. Main exception being this wall up here. There's had some rot coming in there, some water in there coming in there that's causing some rot. So this area and one more area that we'll look at, really need to make sure that we have a good L flash or Z flash up there. They are getting a new roof most likely from USAA with that hail that blew through, but they are having some water infiltration inside. So this area we want to be extra particular about how we flash that and how we put that flashing element down. This will be a complete tear off, this little half gable. Everywhere else, we're not doing drip edge because that'll be a function of the roofing company when they come, and it's a drip cap on here now anyways, so we don't want to fool with that. So we're just basically fascia overlay from the drip edge down, and that's everywhere. So that's what we got here. This window has no apron above it, so we're good to go there. More fascia overlay. A couple areas here where it's been wood puttied. We got to check that and see if it's hard enough. If it's not, we'll cut it out. This seam looks pretty decent up here, but if these two areas are suspect at all or soft, we need to cut those out and replace them with the lumber. This is just basically where we are painting the soffit, so we'll caulk and seal the soffit and then paint it everywhere, and then fascia overlay here. He has really high def, like Ring cameras, so we're gonna have to help him with these, obviously taking them down, which is a no-brainer, but then when we reinstall them, making sure that they're exactly where he wants them. There's like 3 in front, 3 in back. So very particular, very tech savvy, individuals. So there's another one, but they're super high def, so not inexpensive ones by any means. So these guys all need to be mounted very particularly back. We're doing garage door wraps on both. We're painting the garage doors. We're not doing anything else to the garage doors. This little box can go. Up here, this is all overlay. We do have have to check that little crack up there as far as if that is good wood around there. It looks a little suspect to me. But this is all overlay here. We're gonna wrap the columns in Hardie and tear out any rot down here before we do that. All 4 of these windows here all have an apron above them, so we're going to put Hardie on there. It's kind of difficult. You got some clear story windows up top there. This one's brutal. There we go. So clear story windows up there. Paint fascia, paint the soffit overlay the fascia. This fascia over here, really bad shape. That whole run, the hail got really good mess of it, but that whole run looks really bad. I don't know if it's rot or, I hate to say termite damage, but something looks a little weird the way the little trails are up there. I'm hoping it's just rot, but that whole 2x8 is going to have to be replaced. We have a little bit of siding right here. Again, good candidate for overlay right there. This will be overlaid. You can see the apron above all the windows. We'll be painting the porch ceiling, and then this guy right here, that will all be overlaid with Hardie. We're doing a new front door for him, a beautiful front door. So that's gonna be a nice little addition to this makeover as well. There's the other Ring camera. We got on each side of the clear story box, we got these little half gable legs. How the sun is, there we go. These little gable legs, so obviously that's included. And this wall is included, of course, here. So, and then we can clean that up, probably do a better 1x4 transition from the Hardie to the rock, just so it doesn't look as sloppy as what the builders did. Again, fascia overlay. Yeah, this corner, it's hard because that sun is right there. This corner needs to be rebuilt. It's separating and pretty decent amount of rot going on in there. Come over to the side. The gutters will all be taken down and put up by Gutter Max, the company who did them. So that will be taken care of by Mr. and Mrs. Ernst. This dish, let's see, I think this is the bad one. This dish I think can go. Please confirm that at the PCC, but I think this is one of these dishes can go. I think it's this one, and then there's one that's staying. But I think this one closer to the edge is going bye-bye. Again, over here, we got the apron above the window that needs to be done in Hardie. This is all rock. And then, so they opted for under both porches to not do the siding and just leave it as is. So we're gonna paint the ceiling and the siding, but we're not going to install new siding underneath both of these porch areas on back. This little guy needs to be fascia overlaid up there. So just paint under both patios. No trim, no nothing under here, just paint. Back here, let's see. Back here, basically all these windows have aprons above them that will all be Hardie. You got a big half gable over there. There is going to need to be a couple areas of fascia repair up there before we overlay. They got really bad hail damage coming through. We got a little half gable up here that will need to be overlaid. I think that's the dish that's staying right there. And then that dish closer down towards the gutter is the one that's going, if I'm not mistaken, but please confirm that at the PCC. Good candidate for overlay here. You can see the area of fascia repair right there. This corner needs to be repaired before the fascia overlay. This porch area under here will all be just painted. Okay, so paint the siding and the porch ceiling. And then we got this last little area right above here. So we'll wrap all these windows with Hardie 1x4. And then all of this will be overlaid with Hardie. And then we got a fascia overlay everywhere. So it's another important piece. So wherever they want to match identically, the horizontal diagonal patterns and the chevron patterns, anything on the house as is how it is going to be with Hardie. So for instance, this will be diagonal, this will be diagonal, this will be horizontal, that half gable there will be horizontal, and anywhere where we're replacing siding, we're matching the look of what's there currently. If that makes sense. So keep it simple. That's really it. Pretty straightforward project. It's gonna be a massive overhaul and update in terms of the siding, and really looking forward to working for y'all and taking great care of you on this project. But thanks for all the time. I really enjoyed spending some time with y'all, and we look forward to doing a great job for you. Thank you.